Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox, take a close-up look and try on the Swatch BIOCERAMIC SCUBA 50 Fathoms Blue Lagoon. So let's first take a look around the outside of the box. So in this box is a Swatch BIOCERAMIC SCUBA 50 Fathoms Blue Lagoon automatic wristwatch reference SO35L400, and just taking a look at the details of the box packaging and on the underside of the box. And now let's go ahead and open up the box by flipping open the box flap to reveal the Swatch BIOCERAMIC SCUBA 50 Fathoms Blue Lagoon, and just giving you a look at the details of the box packaging. And directly inside of the box, let's lift the box out from the box and just checking through, making sure that there's nothing else left inside. We can close the outer box back up and just setting the outer box to the left hand side of the tabletop and giving you a look at the inner box of the Swatch BIOCERAMIC SCUBA 50 Fathoms Blue Lagoon reference SO35L400. So taking a look at the details of this inner box with its sleeve, and let's see if we can achieve some level of focus on the details of the box. And on the underside of the box sleeve, we can see the Blue Lagoon design with the Tamiya Molinari sea slug. And now let's go ahead and slide the outer sleeve off, and just setting that sleeve on the right hand side of the tabletop and giving you a look at the inner box now. We can see Blancpain X Swatch logo on the side of the box. So this is the 7th model from the SCUBA 50 Fathoms collection and collaboration. So now just lifting the box lid off and setting the box lid to the left hand side of the tabletop and giving you a look directly inside of the box. Let's continue to remove the contents from the box packaging and setting them on the tabletop. And under the tray we do have what appears to be the warranty or guarantee information, and it usually comes in several languages. Let's insert the tray back in and let's close everything or put the box back together so we have some space to work with while keeping the contents and details on the tabletop or in the frame. Okay, so those are the contents from the Swatch BIOCERAMIC SCUBA 50 Fathoms box packaging laid out across the tabletop. So let's start off with this booklet here. So giving you a look at the booklet for the SCUBA 50 Fathoms collection. So with information inside of it, let's flip through the various pages and you can see the details for this very watch, the Blue Lagoon reference SO35L400. Okay, and just setting that booklet down and to the side and moving on to the next booklet. There is another booklet here with the Blancpain X Swatch, and you can see 5 artworks of the Scuba 50 Fathoms collection, and here contained within it are the original releases from the collection and their product information. Okay, and just flipping through to show you all the details contained within this booklet. And that's the booklet for the Blancpain X Swatch Scuba 50 Fathoms collection. Let's set that down and swap that around. And moving right along, there is of course the warranty booklet in very fine print in various languages, so giving you a look right there as to what it contains, just part of it. And of course we do have a warranty card as well, or guarantee card for the watch. Okay, and just setting that to the side as well. It's right there on the left hand side of the tabletop. And now moving right along to this main watch case or watch box. You can see right there, there's a fairly sturdy case, hard shell case. And to give you some sense of its size, resting it in my palm. And it does have a Blancpain branded pull tab as well for the zipper, so giving you a look right there at its details. If we can achieve focus on that little bit there of the pull tab, and on the reverse side we see the Swatch branding. Okay, and now let's go ahead and open up the case to reveal the Swatch BIOCERAMIC SCUBA 50 Fathoms Blue Lagoon reference S035L400, and giving you a much closer in look at the watch. So you can see it does have this pale blue or slightly richer blue. It does appear pale on the LCD of the camcorder, but I can tell you that it is a slightly darker blue in person, with a turquoise kind of greenish blue hue to it. So giving you a look up close right there at the watch with the System51, beg your pardon, with the System51 automatic winding movement. Okay, now let's pop the watch out from its holder. And let's just slide the holder off. And there we set the box to the side right there. And giving you a look at the watch up close, and hopefully get some level of focus on the details of the watch. So the watch has a 42.3mm case with a 14.4mm thickness and a 48mm lug-to-lug distance or length. And it features that System51 automatic movement with about 3 3/4 days of power reserve. And we can see that it does have a date window as well, a bevel date window, so the time and date displayed on the dial. So we can see Swatch engraved or inscribed on the left side of the case. And taking a look at the right side, and hopefully we get some level of focus once again. To the side of the case. So always a little bit tricky trying to get the camcorder to focus in on the little details. But there we go, the side of the case. You can see on the crown the Blancpain X Swatch symbol. So once again, a 14.4mm case height or thickness with that System51 automatic movement. And now let's peel off the clear protective film so we have a better look at the details of the dial with the time and the date details. And with the strap, you can see it is a two-piece NATO strap, and it is made out of recycled fishing nets. And with the two-piece strap, we can see that, let's undo that, we can see that the display or exhibition caseback of the watch is now exposed and not blocked by the case strap. So giving you a look at the artwork and the automatic movement of this Swatch BIOCERAMIC SCUBA 50 Fathoms Blue Lagoon. And around the borders of the caseback we can see the inscription with some inspirational phrases right around the sides and right round the entirety of the sides of the caseback. And right there you can see the swatch details as well as the coin grip of the bezel. And now we can see that crown a little more clearly. And of course, let's take a look at the strap details, the recycled fishing strap made out of recycled fishing nets, and we can see that there is the scuba branding on the bioceramic keeper in the same matching turquoise blue or greenish blue, and on this part of the keeper we can see the Swatch branding as well as the 50 Fathoms script engraved or inscribed on the keeper or buckle, beg your pardon. And of course with the tang or pin buckle right there. So giving you a look along the length of the strap. So once again, a further out look of the watch. And resting the watch in my palm to give you some sense of its size as well. And once again, another close-up look at its details, so you can see the dial details along with the date details as well, and the hands, the sword hands. And it does have grade A super luminova to see in low light or dark conditions. So once again, giving you a look at the details of the watch right round as much as we can and as detailed as we can. So right there, once again, the case back of the watch. So you can see that rotating winding rotor or disc with that Tamiya Molinari sea slug on it, and of course the Scuba 50 Fathoms script or text. And the watch does have 50 fathoms of water resistance, or 91 meters or 300 feet, or 9 bar. Okay, and now let's pop out the crown. And we can see that at the first position, it changes or advances the date between the 4 and 5 o'clock marker or position. So that date window has a beveled design. And let's pop out the crown one more stop, and that adjusts the time, so you can see right there, moving the hands around backwards and forwards. And let's pop it all the way back in the locked position and wind the watch. So once again, this System51 movement has a maximum power reserve of 90 hours, or approximately 3 3/4 days. So right there you can see the central seconds hand of the watch now sweeping away. And let's advance the date. And let's set, we'll move the hands out of the way. And once again, advancing the date disc. And time as well, so you can see that switching or advancing of that date disc to the 18th or 18. Once again, just giving it another wind so you can hear and get a sense of that winding mechanism And of course the bezel as well is a unidirectional or one-way rotating bezel. And just giving you a sense of the sound of the clicks. To this coin-edged bezel. So it does have a solid and nearly playless movement to that bezel mechanism. So once again giving you a look at the details of this Swatch BIOCERAMIC SCUBA 50 Fathoms Blue Lagoon. And of course, giving you a look at that beating Nivacron hairspring, which is anti-magnetic, so it is an anti-magnetic movement for this System51 equipped wristwatch. Okay, and of course let's check out the superluminova of the watch. So over here I have an Oxy LED 12 LED UV torch, which I've unboxed on the channel before. Now let's go ahead and shine the torch with the UV light onto the face of the watch. So you can see the superluminova elements of the dial as well as the bezel. Okay, and now let's go ahead and try it on. So I do have a 16.75 centimeter circumference size wrist, or 6.5 inches. Now let's go ahead and strap the recycled fishing net NATO strap on my wrist, and just putting the pin buckle or pin through to the buckle. And of course giving you some sense of its size, so I can actually wear it one looser right there. So plenty of strap length left, so about the midway point or mark along the strap holes. So now let's loop the strap through the two keepers, so one fixed keeper and another adjustable keeper. So right there, giving you a look at the watch on my wrist. So you have that clear and detailed look right now. And on the underside as well. And back up close. Okay, so right there, fitting nicely, and we can even go down one more back to that original position which I tried earlier. So right there, with a slightly more snug fitment without it slipping about. And once again, another look at the watch worn on my approximately 6.5 inch size wrist, or 16.75 centimeters. Okay, and now let's go ahead and take it off. And give you another look, a final look at the dial of this Blue Lagoon Scuba 50 Fathoms from the Blancpain X Swatch collaboration. So that's the Swatch Scuba 50 Fathoms Blue Lagoon. Thanks for watching and happy ticking!